Hello friends, welcome to Code Crush Coding. In this video we are going to learn about if-else statement in Python. So what are if-else statement? So decision making is the most important aspect of almost all programming languages. Whenever there is some decision according to which you want to behave your code, then you need to make use of conditional statement. Those are if-else statement. As the name implies, decision making allows us to run a particular block of code for a particular decision. The decisions are made on the validity of the particular conditions. So if the condition is true, then that particular block of statement will get executed. So decision making is performed by the if-else statement. So what is the syntax of if-else statement? So first thing, you need to make use of this if keyword. Then you need to provide your condition. If that condition is true, then whatever block of statements you have provided, those will get executed. Remember that in Python we need to provide this indentation, so there is one space. For other programming languages we make use of curly braces. So this was our syntax: if keyword, then we provide a condition, and then the block of statements get executed. After that you can provide the else keyword, and after else you can provide the another block of statements. So in the condition of the if statement get false, so in that case the else will be executed. If this condition is true, then only the statements of if condition will be executed. Let's understand with the help of diagram this. So see, first thing, the condition will be checked. If that condition is true, then the if block will be executed. If that condition is false, then the else block will be executed. So let's check in our code how we can see the practical demo of if-else statements in Python. So this is my if-else demo.python file. So let's say we have two numbers and we want to check which number is greater. So let's start with the coding. So let's declare one variable num1. So num1, let's hard code this value. We will provide 20 to this num1. Let's declare another variable num2, which will have value 10. Now what I want, I will provide the if keyword. If, then I need to provide the condition. So let's say I want to say if num1 is greater than num2. If this condition is true, I want to print num1 is greater than num2. This is my statements for if block. So if this condition is true, then I want to discontinue this if block. Then I will remove this space and I will provide here else. Then I will provide the statement for else. If that condition is false, let's say if this condition becomes false, then the part of else will be executed. Let's say now print else num1 is less than num2, and after that I want to discontinue this else block also, and after that I will just print code completed. Let's save this and run now. So see, num1 has value 20, num2 has value 10. Then num1 is greater than num2 because 20 is greater than 10. So this statement will be executed. Num1 is greater than num2. So we are getting here num1 is greater than num2. So as this condition is true, the else block is not executed. After that it is printing code completed. Now what if I interchange the condition? What if I say like num1 is less than num2? So in that case num1 is not less than num2, so this statement will not be executed. The else statement will be executed, which will be num1 is less than num2, and after that this print whatever we have provided here will get executed. Let's run this. See, now we are getting here num1 is less than num2. So in this way you can make use of if-else statements. Let's see another code to have more knowledge about the if-else statement. So let me remove this part. let's say you want to accept some value from the user and you need to check if that value is greater than 0 or not. Let's say now we declare a variable here, number, input, let's say enter number, and we want it to restrict to integer value, so I will provide here int. So entire thing will be in the int bracket. So after we get the number, we will check whether it is greater than 0 or not. If number is greater than 0, so in that case I want to print that number, print number, and after that I want to print some message. Let's say I want to print valid number, and if number is less than 0, so that will be executed by else condition. So else I will print again that number, and I will say invalid number, and in the last I will print code completed. Let me save this, run now. So we are getting a message, enter number. The first statement is executed now. So if I enter number here, let's say 90, after that we are getting here number because 90 is greater than 0, so this part is executed. We are printing that number, so 90 is getting printed, after that valid number, and in the last code completed. Let me run this again. If I enter the number as 0, enter number, so what will be the output? So see, here we have provided 0 as the value of number, so 0 is not greater than 0, right? Because 0 is equal to 0. So in that case the else part will be executed. Let's see, we have provided here 0, enter. So see, we are getting here value of number as 0, and it says invalid number because this condition has become now false, so that's why the else part is executed. So in this way you can control the flow of your program according to the requirement what you have. So let's check another code here. If you want to say whether the number entered is divisible by 3 as well as 5, you want the number to be divisible by both 3 and 5, and if it is not divisible by 3 and 5, you want to say it is not divisible by both the numbers. So let's remove this part here. So I will remove this entire code now. So we will accept the number, enter number, and we will check the condition if. So what we want to check now, if number divided by 3 is equal to 0, and we will also need to check whether it is divided by 5 or not. So we will make use of logical operator AND. So AND returns true when both the conditions are true. So we will say a number divisible by 5 equal to 0, and we will provide here, let's say we want to print number, then we will print here divisible by 3 and 5. Let's provide else now, else print number not divisible by 3 and 5. Let's run this now. So let's enter some random number here, which is, let's say we have entered here 100. So see, it's saying 100 not divisible by 3 and 5 because 100 is not divisible by 3, but it is divisible by 5, right? But what condition we have provided here? We have provided AND. So AND returns true only this two statements. It should also be divisible by 5 and it should also be divisible by 5. In that case it will return us true. Now let's enter the another number. So let me run this code. So now we will provide the number which will be divisible by 3 as well as 5. So let's provide 30 here. So 30 is divisible by 3 as well as 5. So in that case the if part will be executed. So let's enter this code. So we are getting here 30 divisible by 3 and 5. So in this way you can make use of if-else statement to control the flow of your program. So that's it in this video. We will cover another topics in next video. Thank you for watching.